have really good knives, the knives that feel good in your hand, the kind of knives that are balanced, the kind of knives that don't break on you when you're really getting in and doing a lot of cutting, then I want you to listen up to this next presentation. I'm just showing you one of the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knives that you're getting in this set, and also the kitchen shears. These are all from Zwilling J.A. Henckels. You're getting all 7 pieces, so 5 knives, and the kitchen shears, and the self-sharpening knife block. And this is where they all sit. It's gonna be beautiful on your counter. Each area is even marked and lists the knife of where it's supposed to go when you're done using it and you put them back. These are a feature price. And I'll tell you, it's a great price because very good knives can be very expensive. These are less than $100 for the entire set. John Florell is joining us with this customer pick to help us out in the kitchen. John, it is so great to see you.
Hey, thanks, Tamara. It's good to see you too. You know, Zwilling Henckels has been around for so long now. Our brand is actually one of the oldest brands in the world. We started in Germany in 1731, okay, making cutlery for the kitchen. And we're still there today. I have to show you this set, though. It's an amazing set. When you look at our knives in the retail stores, you'll see like they're behind lock and key and glass cases, and you look at the pricing on them, but they're worth every penny. And the reason, you ask any chef in the world, Zwilling Henckels is the gold standard in kitchen cutlery, okay? We make the highest quality, high carbon stainless steel knives, beautiful handles, beautifully designed. These are full tang, they go all the way through the handle, balanced perfectly in your hand, triple riveted handles, which is the most popular style of handle in the world. These come with a lifetime warranty, and they are sharp. And the thing is, Tamara, we all know a brand new knife should be sharp. And this one's no exception. All you do is touch it and it cuts it. Here, did you miss that? Watch. All you do is touch it and it cuts it. I mean, all you do is move the knife. It's such a pleasure when you have a razor sharp knife. All you do is move it and it does what you want it to do. The problem is when people use knives at home, you'll hit your countertop, your cutting board, plates, dishes. When you're chopping, slicing, or dicing on your countertop or cutting board, that's what dulls the knife, is that countertop, cutting board, or a plate or a dish. What Zwilling Henckels has come up with is an unbelievable design in their block, in the storage block. Every single one of these openings where the straight blade goes in, and they're all labeled, and we do that for a reason. Chef's knife, Santoku knife, your utility knife, serrated utility knife, and you get that paring knife with a pair of shears. Each one of these are calibrated to re-sharpen your knife every single time that you put it back away or you take it out. It's gonna self-sharpen, which means you will never have to worry about having a dull kitchen knife again. If you have a drawer full of kitchen knives right now that are so dull you can't even cut peanut butter, these are absolutely amazing. And the nice part about it, Tamara, is the same knife that you're using today will be just as sharp tomorrow, next week, wow, next month, next year, no matter how many cherry or seeds that you hit or pits that you cut through or chicken bones or ham bones or lamb bones. It's gonna stay razor sharp, the same today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 10 years from now, because when you replace that knife back into the knife block, it sharpens itself. And I'm gonna put this up here so I can show you guys. Look at this. The knife, the sharpeners are built into that beautiful stainless steel cap. Now the wood block is an ash wood that's beautifully stained, so it looks great on your countertop. But here's where everybody's gonna notice that Zwilling Henckels insignia. That means quality. But in retail stores, it also means a high dollar amount. Here at HSN, you're getting this entire set, okay, for, I mean, the price that you would pay for, well, less than what you'd pay for just one of our chef's knives in the retail stores.
That's right, and that's what I was thinking too. When you think about really great quality knives, they are can really be outrageously expensive. But there is a reason why quality knives really do stand the test of time. And it's everything that John was saying. The fact that they feel good in your hand. The fact that if you've ever had a knife and where it broke was right here at the handle because the knife wasn't really connected to the handle for the long run. This one is. If you've ever had a knife break at the tip, it was likely because while you had used it over time, you were putting too much pressure on it. And because of the way that it was designed, it wasn't really designed for long-term use. You're going to love these. You're gonna get that Santoku knife, and it even says where it's supposed to go right back. You get that chef's knife, which is the one that you see right here. It's 8 inches, that's the chef's knife. I'm gonna pop that one back in its spot. This is the serrated utility knife. And so this is gonna be one that I think a lot of people are gonna use very often. You're also going to get that utility knife, that nice smooth utility knife. That is the 6 inch. And then lastly, you have the paring knife. Well, that's not last. That's the end of your knives. You also have the kitchen shears, and these are indispensable. If you don't have kitchen shears in your life, you're gonna have them now, and the cutting block. This feature price is not gonna last very much longer. So if you're saying, you know what, I really need some new knives, I want you to call us. I want you to shop on hsn.com, read those reviews, and go ahead and order yours. If FlexPay makes it more comfortable, go ahead and get them for just about $25 on your credit card. John, as we see more, again, these are the knives. There are lots of knives that you can have. There are lots of knives that a chef would have. But for the everyday kitchen chef, these are gonna be the ones that we use all the time.
Every single day. And you mentioned those shears, Tamara. I got to tell you, if you've never used kitchen shears, they're absolutely amazing for your for things like parsley or cilantro or any of your herbs. Maybe you got a dozen roses unexpectedly. You can snip the stems on the roses. Oh, what I love it for too is maybe you're doing that chicken. Maybe you've got a roasted chicken and you want to split that chicken. You can actually, these are tough. They're super sharp. They're great to use for crafting. They're also great to use for cutting cardboard, paper, opening boxes. But look at this, I'm cutting right through this chicken bone, right through the breastbone and the backbone to give you a beautiful display for a roasted chicken. If you're, I'll tell you, these scissors or shears, they're indispensable. You're gonna absolutely love them. But I gotta tell you, our knives are so razor sharp, you will literally use them every single day in the kitchen. And again, whether you're chopping, slicing, dicing, the best part about it is every time you use it and put it away, it sharpens itself. So you never have to worry about a dull knife again. And I gotta tell you, our chef's knife is sharpened to 15 degrees. Guess what the sharpener is calibrated to inside the block? 15 degrees. The Santoku knife is set to 11 degrees. That's why we label these, okay? So you know which slot to put the knife in. And a normal knife sharpener, okay, can only get a knife back to about 80% of its original sharpness. The Bloc will sharpen your knives to 95% of its original factory sharpness. So no matter whether you're using your chef's knife, your Santoku knife, how about this? How about a steak, for a steak knife, or for filleting or butterflying pork chops or chicken breasts? How about doing those steaks paper thin for your, maybe you're doing a flank steak and you want to go paper thin on that. That's tough to do with a dull knife. With this knife, look at this. I mean, all you do is draw it through there, it cuts it, it's like a razor blade, and it's going to stay that sharp every single time you take it out of that block because it sharpens itself every single time you put it away or take it out to use it. The paring knife you're gonna love for things like, you know, for those smaller jobs on the countertop or a cutting board. The paring knife is one of the most used knives in your set. You're gonna love it, use it all the time for garnishing, decorating. It's razor sharp, and I'll tell you, it's like an extension of your hand. It's only 3 inches, it's only 3 inches. So you can do so many things with this paring knife that, I mean, you'll use that every single day. This set is designed with the knives that you're gonna use the most, okay?
Right.
We're not giving you fancy knives that you're gonna use once a year or twice a year.
Right.
These are everyday use. You'll use them every single time. And you know, not just for the holidays when you're doing your turkey, ham, or lamb, you're gonna use these every single day.
Yes,
for
you will.
carving, slicing, dicing, chopping,
Yes,
but you're
you
never
will.
going to shred or tear up that meat.
And that's because the knife is going to be sharp. And we all know that a dull knife is a lot more dangerous than a sharp knife, because a dull knife, that's when you really start to kind of push and do more than what the knife was supposed to do. So you're going to love
exactly
that it stays sharp in the Bloc. You get all 7 pieces for less than $100. John, it's a great deal, and we're glad that you were here to talk us through it.
Hey, happy slicing. I think you're going to love it. And as a gift, it's an amazing housewarming gift, too.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, John. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
748-972 is the item number to get that home, to get all of that home, for sure. Now, I also wanted to remind you, I'm going to shift on over because we just gave you like a little look, just because we don't have a lot of the